morning students. In the previous video we have seen meaning of management, natures of management, levels of management and different functions of management. Now today's our topic is significance or importance of management. First is necessary in every field. As we know, management require every field. It could be of social, religious, political, education. Every field management is required. Now the question arises, why it is required every field? Because to achieve the company's or any institution goal, there is a requirement of management. And as we know, we have to get the work done through the people, subordinate, employees, workers, those who are working with us. So management is required in every field. Field I am writing here could be of social, education, political or any other field. Management is compulsory or required. Second is optimum utilization of resource. Now what is optimum? Optimum, it means to use in a such a manner which costs the business very less expense. Yes, and what are the resources? In 11th class, in economics subject and OC subject, you all study. What is resource? What are the resources? That means factors of production. Land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. So such resources should be utilized in an optimum way which should cost very less expense and achievement of business goal should be possible. Third is accomplishment of objective. Now what is accomplishment? Accomplishment means fulfill or to achieve the business objective. Objectives could be of short term or long term, could be of finance related, could be of investment related. So accomplishment means fulfillment of objective. Right? Fourth is useful for the success of business. Management useful for the success of business. Now company or business always start with the planning or policy to achieve or to earn profit or collaborating with the global countries company. Whatever objective the business has, for such the success, management is necessary. Next is increasing in profit. It is but obvious if your work is done properly, your employees are supporting, they are given motivation, training, work done through others means to get their work done very properly, then there will be the profit increasing. And if the more profit increases, the reputation or goodwill of the company or institution will be increasing. Next is increase in job opportunities. More number of profit, or you can say more amount of profit is earned, more number of institution, branches or companies could be established, could be started. So there we need a more number of workers or employees to work for, and there will be more job opportunity arise in the market and for the nation as well. Now it has social benefits as well. More amount of money will be earned by the company or by the management profession. So there will be more chances the social benefit will be there. Why social benefit? Because they work for the society, they earn profit from the society. So you can say social benefit is there. Even this can be benefited to the nation as well. Nation as well, how? Because they can provide the national income. More amount of profit is earned by business, more social benefit will be there, charity will be there, and ultimately it will be the increasing in the national income. So this all are the significance or importance of management. Now let's see student how management is a science, art and profession. Further going to see the detail, let's understand what is science, art and profession. Why it is considered as a science or science subject is basically depend on some of the rules, regulations or principles. So you can write some of the rules, regulation and principles. So science, if we studied in the lower classes about the experiments, some of the principles are there which we have to prove in the experiment. The same time is here, management also has some kinds of rules, regulations or principles which we will study in the second chapter, the principles of management in very detail. So management is based on some of the principles principles which are given by the experts, what kind of principle, what kind of definition, what kind of things we have to implement if these things arise in the business or we have to achieve anything. So the same management is considered as a science because it's based on some of the rules, regulations or principles. Now why it is considered as art? We already studied in the definition. Art, why it is art? Because to get your work done to the others, workers, subordinates or employees. So it is considered as art, but to put in the action or to implement such management principle with the technical knowledge, with the practice or training. So for that it is considered as art. So we need some kind of expertise, we need skills and practical approach. So it is considered as art. Now how it is considered as profession? In class 11 you studied what is profession. To be a profession you need a training, you need a skill, you need education, qualification and all other necessary things which is required to be in a profession. So what you can see, these three things are maybe correlated or could be considered as a one. And this question can be asked in board exam in 3 marks or either of 2 marks. So explain this, why management considered as science, art and profession. Why it is considered to be profession? Because when you have to work with the management or to get any kind of objective, you must have a training, skill, education and qualification to work with such a employees. Now let's see why it is a science. As we see, it is dependent on rules, regulations and principles. So management is based on some of the actual fact, analysis and experiments. Whatever the experts have written, the past experience about the management, business or any kind of thing, it is based on fact, analysis and experiment. Second is cause and effect relationship. Cause and effect relationship means what you can say you study. Whatever will be occurred, so what will be the effect. So same happens with the company or business. If this is a cause, this would be the effect. Next is they have a own specific principle. Management has its own principles on which the business can be run. But sometimes these principles couldn't be very sure. So they are also flexible. When company changes, so even the principles can be changes. Next is why it is considered as art. Because we need expertise, skills, practical approach to put these principles into the action. Now during practical application of such principles, we need a skill, insight and even proficiency to achieve company's goal. Last is why it is considered profession. Because we need a training, skill, education and qualification to get the work done through others. Now profession has a very detailed explanation with its point. We will be seeing in the next. Stop. Pause. Now let's see management as a profession. This question could be asked in a board exam. First is, we have seen what is profession. Profession requires training, expertise, education, qualification, all things we need to be given as a profession person in a management field. So why it is considered as profession? First is requirement of specialized knowledge. When you are been working in any kind of profession, you need some kind of knowledge or you can say the degree or specialized particular knowledge. As we know, a doctor needs a doctor degree, education or study must be studied in a college where the doctor degree or courses are to be taught. So same way, such kind of things to be studied for the specialized knowledge, being in a profession to work with the management. Second is increase in the knowledge and research. More and more you will study, you will get a more knowledge about it and it will be increase your research as well. Means development will be more. Third is a professional association. When you are working as a professional person, you must be following any kind of association. Take example, all the doctors in India would be following code of conduct, all disciplines, all rules and regulations given by the doctor association. Any of the teachers would be following the rules, regulation, code of conduct given by the teachers association. So they all have their association where the decisions are taken for their betterment as well. Fourth is the implementation of code of conduct. You can consider code of conduct as a discipline, rules, regulations or norms or terms which is to be followed when you work in a profession. Teachers also have some code of conduct to be followed in the school. Doctors also have some code of conduct to be followed. CA also have, lawyers also have, all other professions also have the same kind of code of conduct to be followed. Last is a moral responsibility. Even it is a moral responsibility when you work in a profession, you have to even provide good services and even to take your, you have to do your work with the loyalty, with the responsibility for the business goal to achieve. Now this all things we have studied about management as an art, profession and you can say as a science.